Alrighty. Looks like I have a easy problem ahead. Alright, delete columns to make sorted. You're given an array of n strings of all the same length. The strings can be arranged such that there's one on each line making a grid. One on each line making a grid. Okay, sure. So the strings are like the rows in the grid. You can delete the columns that are sorted. You want to delete the columns that are not sorted I can never pronounce this thing. Lexicographically. That are not sorted lexicographically. In the above example, zero index columns A, B, C, columns 0 and 2 are sorted, while column 1 is not. So you delete column 1, return the number of columns that you will delete. And okay. So I think this is mainly an issue of iterating over the columns, looking at the number of columns, or looking at the letters in the columns to see if they're sorted correctly, and if they are not, then doing a short circuit kind of break the loop. So I think I can go, the outer loop should be for every column, so it should be for every, the columns have the length of the strings. So I'll say rows and columns are going to be the variables. Rows is equivalent to the number of strings. So if there's 3 strings, then there's 3 rows. 4 strings, there's 4 rows. And then columns is the length of each row, so, or the length of the first string equivalently. And then for every, let's say, C in range of columns, where C is the column index. So I want to go through, like if column index is 0, I want to go through all the rows with column index 0, row 0, 1, 2, and see if it's sorted correctly. So for every row in range, I think it'll be rows minus 1. I think I'll compare the value at this particular row column versus the value at row plus 1 column, the one below it. So if the value at this spot, this row column, so the value is going to be the letter. So strings for this row. And this is a character. I wonder if I can. I'm not sure if I can do a straight character comparison. I don't think I can. I think I might need to use like ordinal, Python char comparison, like less than. Can you do? No, the comparison of character A to character B using a less than symbol is the same thing as using an ordinal. Okay. Sure, so I can do it. So a string, so if it's in the wrong order, then this means that this would mean that this is wrong order. Wrong order. Wrong order, so answer increases by 1. Break here. Go on to the next column. Wow, I can type. And then return the answer. Okay, I think that's it. Interesting. It's could be faster, it seems like, considerably. Um, how would you go faster here? Strings can be arranged such that there's one on each line making a grid. Why would you go faster here? Strings of RC compared to strings at R plus 1C. It's not like you... It's not like you can skip letters, right? C, B, A, D, A, F, G, H, I. So I compared C to D, and then D to G. Compare B to A, break, A to F, F to I. So you delete column 1, column index 1. I mean, I don't think making a... Uh, hmm. Is there some sort of... I feel like there's probably some sort of trick here. I mean, this is 68 milliseconds, 67 milliseconds. And then I can do it in somehow 27 milliseconds and 0 milliseconds. I mean, I guess I could just do something where I get rid of these variables. So columns is the same thing as length of strings at 0. And rows is same thing as length of strings. See if I can type this using correct parenthesization. Okay. Still not correct. Length of parentheses. Thought I had the correct number of parentheses or closing parentheses. I mean, I don't think this matters. Okay, well, slightly matters. Gotta do a for each loop. No, I need to access the indices, so I can't use a for each loop. Could I mean, I'm breaking as soon as I figure it out. I'm breaking as soon as I figure it out. I'm done. I am done. So, I think this problem mainly uh, revolves around iterating over the correct indices using a nested for loop, um, and variables and iterators, and iterating over row/column indices to do the correct comparisons. Uh, Here, outer loop should iterate over column indices. Inner loop iterates over row indices for each column. Do row versus row plus one comparison of letters at those positions to see if they are ordered correctly, lexicographically ordered correctly. If not, increment the answer counter because this can be a bad column that needs to be removed, and break the inner loop. So go on to the next column. Return answer counter after loops are done. Yeah. Column index, row index. Here the range of the row index is going to be one less than the number of rows because within it there's a comparison of the character at row R versus the character at row R plus 1, the row below it. So you can't go out of bounds if you have a lower upper limit. Anyways, time complexity is going to be O of what is the, well, I guess it'll be mn, where m is the number of strings, and n is the length of each string, because that's basically the outer and inner loop for loops. There's constant work done each. And this is going to be O1, since no extra space is needed for